The focus of level 1 is to recognize and repeat the uppercase and lowercase letters. Your student here in level 1 is not always, but generally much younger, between 3 and 5 years old, maybe 6. They have little to no English ability whatsoever. And because they're younger, they also like to move. They may not be as focused. They might be all over the place, and they may not have the best behavior ever. The output level in level 1 is going to be at the lowest. So your student may have never seen a foreigner before, and they're getting accustomed to MagicEars altogether. And so they may not be giving you the output that you're expecting, but repetition here is key. So if you can get them to repeat after you, that's golden. You just want them to repeat. Right now at level 1, they are learning subconsciously even. Just by being in class, hearing you, hearing the other students, they are still learning. So don't worry too much about their output. Get them to say something, but it is okay if they're not saying a whole lot. They're still learning. Okay, your content delivery in level 1 is going to either make or break your class. This is going to be the difference between 5 stars and 1 star right here. Because your student, as we already talked about, doesn't know hardly any English. They're new to seeing foreigners, they're new to taking English classes, and let's be frank, they probably don't want to be there. So you need to make it fun. You need to have very high energy levels. You need to use your tones of voice. You need to use props to get them engaged. You need to be very patient. There needs to be a warm atmosphere, which means you need to be very loving. Smile. Show them that you care through the smile, through the screen. Use lots of props, relevant props, but lots of props. Like they say, a picture is worth 1,000 words. If you tell them elephant, all they're hearing is blah, 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 blah. But if you whip out an elephant, they know what an elephant is. So now they can correlate the word with the puppet. Puppets are great in level 1. You can demonstrate a conversation even, because kids might be intimidated by you as the teacher, but they're not going to be intimidated by a teddy bear or a stuffed elephant or a puppet. They're just not. They're gonna get into that. So that is okay. You want to use proper tone of voice to show them that you care. You're not intimidating. You're not scary. And use less incidental language here in level 1. You need to be very careful what you're saying because they don't understand anything. So don't say too much beyond what you have to. Okay? And lots and lots and lots of praise and encouragement in level 1. You show them you are proud of them every time they speak, because then they will want to do it again. Let's practice. Elsa, it's your turn. Can you say A? A. Big A. Little A. Oh, great. Apple. 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 A is for apple. Apple. A is for apple. Apple. All right, good job, Elsa. You get a trophy. Dun dun dun. The focus in level 2 is on synthetic phonic sounds, or how a letter sounds, and also introducing them to sentence structure. Your student in level 2 is now a little more used to seeing a foreigner, and the output is going to be a little bit more. They also may be capable of sitting a little bit better and don't require quite as much movement. You want to encourage a little more student output in level 2. So go beyond just simply having them repeat after you. Repeating after you is fantastic, but if your student is capable of doing more, definitely encourage more. Maybe encourage a complete sentence here and there. Important teacher behaviors for level 2 and content delivery tips are, of course, still use your TPR where it's needed, and you still want to model for the student if it's needed. Some students are starting to read the CVC words, and their reading level increases throughout level 2. So if they take off and they start doing something on their own, then just direct them the correct way and correct their pronunciation. You're still going to use your TPR and your modeling, but you maybe don't need as many puppets. You're still going to use props. Props are always a great thing. Okay, class, let's practice. Oh, Sally, you're next. Come on. Sally, can you say what? 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 Great, Sally. What? W H A T. What? Yeah, you did great, Sally. Woohoo! You get a trophy. The focus of level 3 is going to be primarily on reading and learning to conjugate verbs. The student in level 3 is going to be slightly older. Their behavior is better. They've been in school a while now, and they're used to sitting still, and they can focus. Your job is going to be to get them to want to learn English, so make it fun. Everyone learns at a different pace, but I really like to encourage a lot of student output at level 3. So if my student is very confident in the lesson that we're learning, I will oftentimes encourage some sort of other output by asking an extension question. By the time your student is in level 3, they are older, they're understanding more of what you're saying. Although you still need to speak slower than a normal rate, they can understand you better. On a different note, they're also a little bit more mature, and your puppets and your silly gestures aren't going to be quite as cool to these kids. So you want to adjust to their level. You might still have someone who's 6 or 7 years old, and you might also have a 10 or 11-year-old. A 10 or an 11-year-old is not going to respond well to you treating them like a 5-year-old. So you need to adjust to your audience. Talk about something that is in their computer shot where you can see. If you can see something, if there's a Hello Kitty behind the little girl, show her that you have a Hello Kitty too, and, make some sort of connection with these kids so that hey, this teacher likes me, and they want to keep coming back to MagicEars. It's time to practice. Okay, Tommy, you go first. Tommy, how do you go to school? Jamie goes to school by bike. How do you go to school? What? Good. Okay, say, I go to school by bus. Yes, great job. Awesome. High five. Oh, you got me. All right, good. The focus of level 4 is going to be on advanced phonics skills with irregular spellings, reading to learn, and describing thoughts more clearly. This level will also have more mature content. Of course, we have all different kids at different levels in MagicEars, and you never really know what you're going to get. But an overall rule of thumb is that in level 4, you're going to have the cool middle schooler. He's probably 5th, 6th, 7th grade area, and they're kind of too cool, especially in a group of peers and you've got 3 other kids watching you. It may be cool for them to sit back and not say anything. Or you might have the go-getter little girl who just wants to say everything and read over top of you. So you need to really know how to adjust your teaching behavior to suit these kids. Your crowd now is cool, so you need to connect with them, and you need to connect with them fast so you don't lose their attention. Goal in level 4 is a lot of student output. They should be able to speak with you in complex sentences. They know their past, present, future tenses. They should be able to conjugate their verbs accurately with subject-verb agreement. The thing is they also may be a little more self-conscious and too cool to talk. So you need to find something that they want to talk about and extend that way and get them to want to talk to you. They can describe their thoughts more clearly, and they should be able to explain in detail the things that they are thinking about. They also have formulated opinions about things in their lives, so they should be able to tell you about some of those things. Their speaking speed is much faster, so your speaking speed also can be much faster. As far as content delivery goes, in level 4, there is a lot more content. You need to be able to adjust your pacing based on the student's English level and proficiency. So you should be able to see your student and speak with them at the speed they need, ask questions based on what they've shown you that they already know. You may need to extend with some, and you may need to significantly slow down and be more patient with others. Feel that out, and usually you can get that first impression when you're introducing yourself and they're introducing themselves. You need to make it cool, make it fun, make a game out of what you can make games out of. Find a way to get them to want to participate. Okay, class, you're doing fantastic. It's time to practice. Who wants to go first? Oh, Tom, you're up. Tom, can you say always? Always. Always. Yes. Tom, can you make a sentence with always? I always eat grapes. I never eat rats. Can you do it? Always. I always eat noodles. Very good. Tom, that was awesome. Fa-la-la-la. The focus of level 5 is essentially getting your student to be able to have a conversation at almost a native level. You want them to be grammatically correct, and you want to correct their pronunciation. Those are of extreme importance. But basically, get them to talk. I've noticed 2 kinds of students at level 5. You have the one that is an overachiever and is going to cut you off and read everything as fast as they can to show you how awesome they are at speaking English. And you have the other one that's just way too cool, doesn't want to be there, but mom and dad are making them, but they are not going to talk to you. So you have to find some way to connect with these kids, same as level 4. Right off the bat, when you introduce yourself, find a way to connect with them on their level so that they want to talk to you. Because if they don't, and if you don't do that, you're not going to have much luck for this entire class. These students should have a lot of output. They should be able to put together sentences, complex sentences. They should be able to tell you about a myriad of things, right? So you want to get as much output as possible, but also correct them grammatically along with their pronunciation. These students can speak in simple present, past, future tense, present continuous, present perfect, past progressive, passive voice, and they should be able to conjugate their verbs, although there will always be errors, and that's what we are here for. But as they're giving you student output, find a way to get more. So you can extend by asking them questions about their lives, about school, about their friends, things they like, because let's be real, everybody likes talking about themselves, so get them to talk about themselves. Whenever possible, get the student to share parts of their life. Ask them questions about the text that you're seeing, that you're reading on the screen, and somehow turn that into a question about them, how it relates to them. Make it real, make it relevant. Speak at a little faster speed, but they're not quite at a native speed yet. You don't need as much TPR at this level. You don't need to be super animated. You do need to make it fun. So it would be great if you came up with some sort of game, some way to make learning fun, right? Especially because there's peers involved. You need to find a way to make them all want to be involved. Students also at this level, I find, absolutely love to see pictures of what your life is like, what it's like at your house, what your travels, your children, your friends, your pets. They love to see that stuff. So if you can tie that into the lesson somehow and then ask them for some information in return, then that will really help you to be successful in level 5. Let's practice. Okay, Batman, you get to go first. Batman, can you say Africa? Yeah, perfect. Batman, have you ever been to Africa? No, me neither. I want to go. Where is the favorite place that you have traveled? Where's the best place you've gone? Oh, Thailand. I love Thailand. That's awesome. Did you like it there? Yeah. Oh, so cool. That's so exciting. All right, Batman. That's excellent. One more time, say Africa. Yes, fantastic. All right, who should go next? What do you think? Sally, Jenny, or Tom? Tom. All right. Tom, say thank you, Batman. All right, thanks, Batman. Thanks for watching. If you learned anything from this video, would you please like and subscribe below? And if you are interested in applying to MagicEars, I will also put that link below. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.